Hey everybody, how's it going? Bully Scholarship We here, also known as Great Wolf Lodge and RS, and welcome to another episode of Road to the Quest Cape. This is episode 9 out of the 10 that I'm going to be making, and currently I'm down to 10 quests remaining after the ones that we're going to be covering in this video. So starting off, let's look at my inventory. I have been doing Slayer and just cleaning out the bank. I was killing some brine rats or whatever, so they drop noted raw food, so that's why I have that there. Let's look at the stats. Not much has changed. 65 defense, I did get that. That is a requirement for King's Ransom. I do want to get 70 so I can wear Barrow's armor, particularly that Aram's outfit, just for like when I'm elking and stuff. I don't plan on doing that much combat unless if I suddenly become rich and can train 99 magic with combat. But that's probably not going to happen. But I would like to get 70 nonetheless because I do like defense. 62 and 62 strength and 62 attack and 62 strength. I'm probably gonna go for, well, I guess kind of whatever I need to get 85 combat, because that is really the last requirement other than 50 rune crafting is 85 combat, which I'm gonna need for Dream Mentor. And if possible, I think it'd be kind of cool to get the quest cape with exactly 85 combat, but it's not like a big deal or not. That'd be kind of cool. So I might try to get 70 attack, 70 defense, 70 prayer, and 70 ranged, and see what kind of that would put me at in terms of combat level. I'll use a calculator and maybe see what I would need for that. But yeah, so recently I've just been doing Slayer. Might as well get the Slayer levels while I'm training combat and get some variety and stuff to kill and some drops. A lot of clue scrolls. So yeah, I'll put some of these clue scrolls up. I did get one good drop recently. That was a clue scroll reward. It was a Zammy cloak. That was about like 450k, so that was kind of fun. Just some cash out because I am kind of picky about this. In my bank, I have my cash stack, and I like it to be a nice even number, so I have 20.5 mil right now. So I carry around this extra bit of cash with me, because it's nice to have a little bit of cash with you. You know, it sucks if you forget it and you need it for a boat ride or, you know, whatever. That kind of stuff. So, yeah, that Zammy cloak was kind of nice, but otherwise, nothing too special. Maybe like a 40 or 50k reward otherwise, and just junk the rest. But nonetheless, clue scrolls are fun. I like playing the lottery. You win, sometimes you lose. Most of the time you lose, but if you win, you get excited. So yeah, those are my stats. Nothing else really has changed, just the Slayer levels. I got a few of those. Yeah, and then like I said earlier, all that I have left... Oh, dang it. I'm just kidding. All that I have left is 50 rune crafting, which I really don't want to do, but one of these days I'll just grind it out. And I know when I do the quest Lunar Diplomacy, they'll give me maybe a couple of levels worth of experience, which would be good, because once I get 44 I can do nature runes, and those are 1 more experience and 2 actually useful, so maybe I'll be a little bit more motivated to craft them. But yeah, let's look at the bank really quick here. I think I did get this purple elegant skirt from a clue scroll, and then I bought this black cab just because I wanted a black cab. Otherwise, this tab probably has not changed at all. This tab, Barrow's gloves, those are kind of new. I got those when I did Recipe for Disaster. We'll talk about that in a little bit here. I got some raw food. Maybe I'll cook all this right over here and get the free cooking experience. I'll probably save the sharks. I'll use those for recharging my my lyres. These deals right here. So I might just slap that over there, as ugly as that looks in that tab. I'll leave it there for now and see how long it lasts. Otherwise, this tab, I don't think really anything else has changed. Yeah, I can't wait to be able to wear that Arms. That'll be cool. This tab, I cleaned it up a bit. I used to have a bunch of tools and junk in here. I kind of moved that all out. I did add in some gem placeholders just because I love my placeholders. You guys know this if you've seen any of my other bank videos or update videos where I show my bank. Got some talismans I'm going to sell here because I do not need 15 extra body talismans, unfortunately. And we'll get rid of that earth one too. Let's see, the herb tab / farming / whatever else. These are all my tools where I moved them over. They look pretty good. They're not perfect, but I kind of just put all the tools that I have placeholders for, and then on the bottom just kind of stuff that I'm working with, except for the fishing stuff, obviously. But the rest of this is kind of stuff that I use often enough where I can justify it not looking particularly good. Like here's just, snaps and limports when I grow them and stuff when I get back into farming later. And then a few tools and expirable things that I'm going to use up eventually. Trading sticks, I don't know where else to put those. So I put them there with my machete and dragon axe and all that. Food tab, probably nothing has changed here. Jewelry, the big thing, I got the salve amulet, even though I don't kill undead stuff that often, but I got a couple of them just because why not. Got a glory I need to recharge. Symbol, I guess I should get blessed. And then monkey speak amulet and all of the gree-grees, which were required for Recipe for Disaster, so I had a good time getting all of those. It was actually fun. I like spending time on Apital. And here, nothing much. Eventually, maybe I'll clean this tab out and get rid of like shorts. I don't really need this stuff. It's more just for comedic stuff. When me and my friend hang out, we'll like wear our stupidest outfit, like the flippers and the camel mask. It's just fun to do. Nothing really that useful here. Just stupid stuff. Quest tab. I got my abyssal whips here. That's what me and my friend had a joke about. They look kind of like the whip icon, so I kept a couple of the snake corpses from Recipe for Disaster. And then finally, this tab probably hasn't changed at all. Maybe I've gotten a few more big bones, but I don't think anyone would notice that. Even I wouldn't notice that. Yeah, so that's that stuff. Let's check out the quests. I'm at 231 quest points out of 246. Man, we are close. Almost there. 10 more quests to go. Let's look at the quests I have left. Devious Minds, that's that 50 rune crafting requirement I gotta get. Dream Mentor, 85 combat requirement that I will get eventually. Friend McIsles, the Great Brain Robbery. King's Ransom, just got that 65 defense requirement. Lunar Diplomacy, or Lunar. I like Lunar because there's a PlayStation game, well, originally Sega CD, but, re-released on PlayStation called Lunar, so I always pronounce it like that. Morning's Ends Part 2, which I'm planning on doing very last, just because it's a pretty fun quest. Royal Trouble, Swan Song, and Throne of Miscellanea, and that is it. A lot of fun quests, a lot of quests that I enjoy, so I'm looking forward to doing most of them, except Devious Minds I don't really remember anything about. And the only reason I'm saving it for last because I really am not in the mood to train rune crafting. That's really it. And oh yeah, as you can see I've got my combat gear. This is probably the best boost stuff that I have right now. I don't know, maybe my God Cape would be better than the Legends, but I think the Legends looks kind of cool. So yeah, that's my killing outfit. It's not stuff that I wear on, instanced quest bosses, because if I screw up or lag out and die, that's a decent amount of gear for me to lose for poor people like me. But it's cool to have full dragon. I never had full dragon back in the day when I had 60 defense in the requirements. I had a bunch of rune dragon boots, maybe the dragon plate legs, but I could never afford the chain body, so it's cool to have that. And I'm not going to buy a med helm because that thing is just ugly. I like the warrior helmet a lot better, and once I get the Friend McIsles done, I'll have the Helm of Nita's Knot, which I absolutely love. So yep, anyway, let's look at the quests that I have completed. Already covered everything else. So first off, One Small Favor. This is quite the quest. This is one where you basically meet this dude. He wants you to get some mahogany logs, as it says right here. I went to the jungle forest only to be asked for another favor to get a blunt, sharp axe. Well, continue, I ended up walking halfway around Runescape doing small favors for everyone. So yep, basically you go all over the place. The jungle forester wants their axe sharpened. Well, the person who sharpens axes wants this. Then, they want their worker back, but then then this person got kidnapped by the ham people under Lumbridge. Then the farmer doesn't have cages for their chickens, and the blacksmith is sick, and you go all over the bloody place. You go from Karamja, or down by Shiloh Village, up to Port Sarum, then Sarum through Draenor, Lumbee, then kind of up to Varrock and through Falador, and by the Edgeville Monastery, and then over to Taverlai, and over to Catherby and Sears Village, and you go all over. And then you eventually wind up down in Ardoyne, and I think it ends kind of down in that area, down by Port Cause Hazard or whatever the hell. I don't remember how to pronounce it. So yep, Long quest, but it's pretty fun. It's kind of tedious, but I enjoy it. Next quest that I did was the Cold War, which is where you meet Larry at the zoo, this crazy dude, and you start spying on penguins, and eventually you go to their glacier, and you go back and forth to that really suspicious looking sheep in Lumbridge, and eventually you sneak into their base after building a penguin suit, and they find out who you are eventually and try to kill you, and then you escape. It's really weird. But pretty fun quest. I've never been a huge fan of the penguin ones, but this one was kind of fun. I don't know, they're just kind of weird. I guess they just felt sort of out of place, but I do like snow-covered places, so I did enjoy the beautiful snowy iceberg, and that's always something to look forward to, so I gotta give it the benefit of the doubt. Next up, Contact. That is a quest that a lot of guides, at least, say that it's, pretty challenging. But basically, you're speaking to the High Priest, and you have to kind of find a secret way to get into Menaphos from Sophanum. And you end up going underneath the cities through this dangerous tunnel filled with bugs and things that put your lantern out, and mummies and all that crazy, or not mummies, but like scarab warriors and stuff. And you end up fighting this giant scarab, which the guides made out to be a difficult fight, and I thought it was pretty hard back in the day. But me and my friend, we both ran to the safe spot and ranged and maged it, and I killed it so freaking fast that I was like, was that it? Was that the fight? So, not very hard compared to what I remember it being, so whatever, we'll take it. And then finally, before the big finale quest, I did do Haunted Mine, where basically you meet this dude, and you have to go and get some crystals out from the mine, and they're being guarded by this creepy ghost down there. And it's a really annoying fight. That's one of the more annoying quest fights, I would say. And I actually got killed. Actually got killed by the ghost because I was being stupid and I wasn't looking where I was walking. And instead of freaking, just picked up someone's battle axes. Instead of, being smart where I was stepping, I got slapped by the minecart. And once you get hit by one of those, it is really easy to die, because it hits like constant 6s and 7s on you, and it goes for a long ways, so it's very easy to die from that, unfortunately. But I did end up killing it after I ran back, picked up all my crap that I dropped, and I finished the quest. So that's where I got the salve amulet from, in case no one knew that. Alright, so then the big kahuna of all of these quests is the 100th quest ever released, Recipe for Disaster. Starts out where you speak to the cook, just like in Cook's Assistant, and you get invited to this big dinner party, and then this crazy necromancer who uses food called the Culinaromancer, culinary, food necromancer, starts shooting people with like his magic attack, but then this gypsy freezes everyone in time, and then you save them all by getting them their food that they need to make them escape from his attack. And you end up doing a butt ton of sub-quests within the quest. Total of 10, making it 10 quest points, which is cool. Most of them are pretty fun. There's like one that was particularly annoying for me, but the first one was the cook, which was kind of just the intro to the quest. Then there was the dwarf, and then the goblins, which you end up going to like the goblin village north of Fally and dealing with the cook up there, and then Pirate Pete, then the Lumbridge guide where you had to go down to the wizard's tower and answer a bunch of questions and stuff, which is kind of fun. I always like going to the wizard's tower. That was one of my favorite places back in the day. Evil Dave, probably my favorite out of all of them, although it's kind of annoying because you have to use your cat to kill a bunch of rats and just play like a guessing game with spices. Just Evil Dave is freaking hilarious. Oh my goodness, Xbox, stop notifying me that people are online. It's just freaking hilarious because like Evil Dave thinks he's like so evil, but everyone thinks he's just like useless because he doesn't do anything. He just talks everything. Welcome to my evil basement of doom or whatever. I just think he's hilarious. And he's trying to summon demons and stuff, and he summons like hell rats or something, like the least dangerous out of everything. So I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, Evil Dave was the best. The most annoying one for me was the ogre quest, because I could not get the giant fat bird. It's not a chompy, it's the the bigger one. We'll call it the Fluffy. I know it wasn't that, but we'll call it that. I could not get the dang thing to spawn. I was laying down the bait everywhere, and it took like 10, 12 tries, and I feel like that's a repercussion of all of the ogre quests for me, is running back and forth, trying to figure something out, and I just hate the ogre quests. Never have liked them. Probably my least favorite series out of all of them. Next, Ceramic Varzi, whatever, the guy from Falador, the White Knight guy. And then finally, the 9th one is the Monkey, King Awagai, or whatever. That's the one with the big requirements. You need 70 cooking for that one. That's supposedly a really hard requirement, even though cooking's easy, and it takes no time. And then you have to go run around on, basically Abatal, which is kind of fun. Nice seaweed, sir. And I always like going to Abatal and killing stuff there, because it's just fun. Monkey Madness is my favorite quest, so hopefully there'll be a Monkey Madness 2 eventually. And then finally at the end you fight the Culinaromancer. The fights aren't terrible. They're kind of annoying, some of them, and the bosses hit hard because you can't use prayer. But it ended up proving to be pretty useful to wear just like a full armor set and mage them, and it still hit pretty well. I was reading online, and a lot of people did that, and that seemed to work the best for me, rather than just trying to melee them, because my melee stats aren't anything special. So I did that, and that's where I am right now. So pretty much for now, I'm just going to be doing Slayer and stuff until I get 85 combat. I'm probably eventually going to break down and try to get 70 prayer. It'd be nice. I like the number 70 for my combat stats. I might just mess around with the calculator and see what it is. The only problem is guessing what my HP level is going to be, even though I know the experience is 1/3 of the other ones, so you can kind of guess, if you're going to train 5 levels in, 3 stats or whatever, then that's going to give you 5 levels in HP, but it's hard to predict. But anyway, guys, that's all I got time for, and hopefully the next time I record will be when I'm getting the quest cape. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and take care.